Oh yes, it's adorable. Yay. Oh, and we have the main menu bug. Great. I wanted to show you guys this. So what's going on is that I can't click nothing. This game has some issues. Look, this is how it's supposed to look. Look at that. Wow. For some reason it seems not. Shut up. Planet Zoo. Yeah, I keep saying Zoo Tycoon. It's basically what it is. Hey guys, April here and welcome to Planet Zoo, which is basically Planet Coaster with animals, if I understand correctly. I have never played Planet Coaster, but boy oh boy, let's just do a review of this. I'm not doing any playthroughs right now, I'm still learning the game. I wanted to do that with you guys, but the tutorial of this, the career thing of this is so painstakingly, frustratingly slow and boring that, yeah, that's no good content. But welcome to my one enclosure with animals in it. I have tapirs ready to go in here, but I need to finish that. But first I want to talk to you before you buy it, what you're buying, because there are some things you need to know. There's a few bugs in this game that make it kind of shitty right now. For one, I will show you guys. These are my hyenas. But as soon as you put some food enrichment in the enclosure, which are basically toys animals can get food out of, that keeps them entertained, your keepers refuse to feed your animals. They just don't feed them anymore. They just stop feeding. I fixed this by restarting the game, but each time I put in new toys for the animals to play with, it just happens again. So it's a constant restarting of your game if you want to make this work. That is a really big issue. There's apparently also an issue with babies. Apparently baby animals are... I'm not sure if they fixed that because I haven't seen this as an issue because I have been too busy with the tutorial to actually pay attention to baby animals. But a lot of people are saying that as soon as a baby is born, it won't eat, it won't drink. And if you have like animals that take longer to grow up, like elephants, I assume, they often die. So it's really hard to keep them alive because they just won't eat or drink or nothing. Another thing that's a huge as issue is building anything with length to it. So apparently this is something they took from Planet Coaster, which was a buggy, annoying, not buggy, just super annoying, just a super bad system. The pad building, they just took it from Planet Coaster. They had all the complaints in the world apparently on from players from Planet Coaster that this was not a good system, and they just put it back in this one, which is sad. Which, you know, I can show you guys. I think barriers is a better way of showing. Basically, with a barrier, this is a length of like 8 meters, and now I want to have like I want this to be shorter. Nothing I do makes it shorter. I need to go over here and drag this thing about. Not only that, these buttons on top of this are just huge, and I cannot see what I'm doing unless I'm zoomed in, but if you need to make a big enclosure, like the hyenas need like a gigantic ass area, it's a pain in the butt. So basically that's what you're stuck with, and you have here, you need to toggle the round thing, which is just fine. Well, great. What I've been doing is just putting it on one and just going thingy by thingy, because isn't that how we used to do it on like Roller Coaster Tycoon? I have not yet found a better way of doing this. Same goes for the road system, which is probably even more terrible. The pads, oh god, it just, okay, so my mouse is over here. I want to build over here, but it snaps onto this thing. Why would you do this? No, let go. I don't want to build there. I want to build a new road over here. I want... There. But as soon as you get close to it, it just snaps to it, and I don't want that. I want to... What if I want to build a road alongside this road? Something that you do often want to do because you want to have separate... Like, this is a road for your staff. This is a staff road. Sounds like a disease. But you want to build your staff road alongside the road that you have constructed, but you can't. It just snaps on there continuously. So you always have to start building somewhere over here. And then go like this. And then hope, no. Hope, no. 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 Hope it doesn't fucking snap on and then it just looks like a hot mess. I hope that we can somehow get mods, or if they allow that, get mods like City Skyline has, where you have preset, you have like blueprints here. You have blueprints for houses, which is another thing we're gonna get into in a minute. But you can construct your own thing and you have some preset things. You can just use these, you know, these are already built. I don't understand why we don't have blueprints for roads. Like, I wanted to do these sort of, this looks weird. It just looks awful. These sort of circles. You know, have a straight piece of road, do sort of a roundabout circle with 2 like exits that will take you to different biomes in the park. And then, you know, do that every now and then. Have like a circle and do that, you know? But you can't construct a circle. Your circles always end up looking like something like this. There's no perfect nice circles where you can put like a nice round fountain in the middle and things like that. No, you can't do that. The same goes for squares. I've been trying to make this like a completely covered area. It's like completely a square. Just completely all road. Just one piece. But you can't make it one piece. You always get like little barriers in between it, which is annoying because, for example, you get these picnic tables. You can't place them on grass, these picnic tables. You need to place them on like a road area. And I can take like a thick road and like a fat road, like select, like make it the thickest you can get, but then still, for some reason it doesn't really work because somehow your people just don't go and sit down and use them. It's another thing I've noticed. Nobody ever sits down on the benches. They complain when there's no benches, but they never freaking use them, which I find a bit lacking, which is it's breaking my immersion. So I want these to be able to be put on grass. I want people to freaking use them, and I want to be able to make squares. Things you can see that I've been trying to make a square here, and it hasn't worked. Let's go into the customization of these buildings. So basically what you do is you have these bare little buildings, and you can just use parts in your construction to, could you let go? To like, you know, take some roofs and this with that, and then you go to this, and you can, you know, like change them all that noise, you know, all fun and games. But people have pointed out that it's very cute that you can do this. Like here, you can select the roof, you can do the walls, but half of these, like somehow, for some reason, some of these, like these, you can change color. But like the main big part, you can often not change the color on them. Like for some reason, I can change the color of this one. And people are complaining about that. For one, on one hand, I'm like, okay, no, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Like for one, it's like, you know, why, if you make these parts, like certain parts of this colorable, why wouldn't you allow us to color everything? Another thing is what I don't understand. If you select this whole building, why not can you change color scheme? Like maybe that's just too much. Maybe I asked too much. Like why if you select, like now I can color this one part, but why if I select the whole building like this, isn't there an option where I can just change the colors of everything right away, you know, so I don't have to, like, you know, open every piece one by one. It's just little things that are, you know, could have been done a bit better. A lot of people are complaining about it being an unfinished mess. I, for one, just like a lot of you, I've bought and paid a lot of money and played Jurassic World Evolution, and was highly disappointed by that game for being an uneditable bitch. It was a management game, which was a big mistake that they did that. It's by the same creators, by the way. It's a big mistake that they did that because all the games, all the apps that you have for Jurassic Park like games are all management apps because you can customize your parks there. And then they made an actual game for the computers, and then they didn't give us those options. They just made another management game, which is sad. And for somebody that played that game, this game feels like everything I ever wanted. I need to call a mechanic to this one. I, for one, am just happy that we have the level of customization that we have at this point because of Jurassic World Evolution. One thing I have truly noticed, though, that I am really annoyed by is the size of a lot of things. Now, these is a tiny tree, okay? This is a tiny tree. I get that. It's fine. But then you go into biomes, and for example, these are hyenas, and the only thing they will go for is grassland. Great, okay, grassland. I can go to grassland. These trees are okay. They're kind of big, but they're okay. It's fine. But then you get like this tree, like, oh, let's put in a banana. What the hell is this? Like, I get it. In Africa, they have these trees, and they're gigantic. Yes, I get it. But realistically, a zoo wouldn't take an enormous tree. Also, it's only just $140. An enormous tree like this, and put it in an enclosure. Maybe they will get one. Maybe they have money for like one. But it's like, could we just have like downsized version? Because you can tell me like, yeah, but these trees are supposed to be this big, but there's like younger versions of this tree. Like it had to grow. It had to grow from somewhere to get this big. Why not provide us with smaller trees so we can, you know, it looks a bit more skill-wise, a bit more friendly to the eyes of your visitors. Just slap my microphone. It's just it's the same with I was building a snow leopard enclosure, and it was it tundra? I don't know. Like this, that's huge. That's actually huge. That's actually huge even compared to people. Like this is the smallest they have. This is the smallest they have. Why not give us a smaller option? Like it just getting bigger. I mean, it's starting to get a bit ridiculous. And it's the same thing for stones. This effectively is the smallest stone you can put down. But what if you want to have like these little cute little pebbles around your little water to make the water edge look less fake? Nah, I have these barriers that are these, but then, you know, I just turn them a little bit. But it's just every stone is the size of your animal. It's a bit annoying. I would like some more size of, like, I'm gonna vote for more smaller sized things. A lot of people said just take your stone, press X, and just sink it into the floor so it looks smaller. You don't understand what I have issues with, do you? It brings me to a little bit of a point. Like I think I already mentioned it. With people just wondering what the developers been doing all this time in developing this game, because a lot of things been taken from other games I already had, things like that. And I will say they put a lot of attention into the animals, and I really like that. So they did research it, and I like that. I'm not sure why I can't change the color of this freaking ball. It's blue. I don't want blue balls in my anyway, enclosure. But yeah. But besides that, besides all little bugs that I just talked about, all little issues, all little things that are just a bit sad, this game is actually like I said, maybe this is just a frustration of Jurassic Park Evolution World, whatever the freak. Are you guys noticing that I have no respect left for this game, for that game? This game does a lot of things right. It does a lot of things I wish they would have done elsewhere. This game, it's all, look at the way he's walking. Oh my god, I can't get out of this one. Look at the way he's walking. That's how a hyena walks. Okay, there's a little issue with its paws, but it's a tiny model, so. But it's done all really, really well. So if you want to complain about they should have spent more time on changing the system for, you know, building a pet, this is fine. This is what they put the time in, and I'm happy they did that. Hey guys, it's a little bit of a weird cut. I had to cut a lot because I was getting increasingly more stuffy and coughy, and I got losing my train of thought. But yeah, no, like in short, this game, I know this review was a bit negative. It seemed a bit negative, but it's not. I'm just showing you all the parts. I somehow coughed all my makeup onto my lower eyelid. I don't know what happened there. This game, it seemed to be a bit of a negative one, but I wanted to show you guys the bugs and the issues that people are mentioning I'm annoyed by, because I think it's important for you guys to know before you buy about these things. But I, for one, am not refunding the game. I, for one, $45, like to support this dev team. They seem like a dev team that's going to stick to it. $35, fully, all hell, always worth it. Every night and day, just buy it. Even if it's a lot of money for you, buy it. $45 is a bit of, do you have another $10 laying around doing nothing somewhere kind of thing. But really, if this is, you're into this kind of thing, if you're in like into SimCity and into Roller Coaster Tycoon, this game is for you. And I know, okay, I bought SimCity, not SimCity, what I'm saying, City Skylines. And after a week of playing it a lot and enjoying it a lot, I was done. I got bored and I was over this. That's not this game. This game is going to keep challenging you because you can make new enclosures and try the limits of that creature and see if you can get a better enclosure this time out of it and having the same animal, because they have limitations. And you know, it's a relaxed game that challenges at the same time. It's if you have a bad day at work, you're not going to open up Red Redemption and be angry shooting people and just get more frustrated. No. You're gonna play this game. So, and it's also a game, like I said, it's not gonna bore you after a week. This game is a game that you might be playing for the next 2, 3, maybe 5 years even, depending on whether they release a new one, probably. And it's not Jurassic World Evolution, which just this game even more. Frontier is the developer of that game, and I'm frustrated by the people that went about that game, that the customization abilities of this game weren't in that. And I hope those guys are gonna pull their heads out of their ass and be like, hey, almost all female dev team from this game. That sounds terrible, but true. Can we borrow some parts of your game and put it in an update? Maybe? I mean, if they're gonna do that, I'm all for it. Seriously, I would love that. I would really love that. The pad building, like the lengthy thing building, the barriers, the paths and everything, I hope that's going to be changed at some point. But seriously, this game, if you're into this kind of game, you just can't go wrong with it. I'm sorry, you just can't. And if you're one of those rare people that are too frustrated by the little bugs that you have, I'm sorry. Turn it off for a week, turn it on again, the bugs are probably going to be gone by updates. The only downside is that maybe there's also going to be like $5 off the price. But probably not, because so far I think sales are doing good. So, but yeah, like I said, just get this. There's nothing bad about it. If there is anything, it's just the fact that you keep staring at your animals for way too long and then have your animals die because you're too busy looking at your beluga. Okay, you don't have belugas. We don't have sea creatures yet. Stop. Oh god, I'm gonna get murdered saying that. Anyway, you're gonna be too busy looking at your copy. Yes? Okay. Thank you all. Thank you all for viewing this, and I hope I saved some people some money that wanted to spend money on this and were like, but this is not the game for me. There's of course plenty of playthroughs out there, but this is just a review of all the things that just are shit that they might cut out. So, thank you for watching, see you all next time, and probably just gonna be like some playing of the Planet Zoo game, yes? And maybe some Red Redemption, I'm not Red Redemption. Okay, bye!